What's going on, you guys? It's Ron here with your third stimulus check update and stimulus package update. I know it's a late one, but I had to get this one out to you guys. I've been traveling with the family all day, and I hope that you guys are doing very well. I'm back, of course, with another update on the stimulus package and related news updates. And as you can tell, I'm in a different environment, so I'm definitely traveling. And I'm telling you guys that you don't want to miss out on this particular update because I've got some potentially great news for you guys. And also, for those of you guys who are night owls, drop me a comment right now. Let me know who's up right now. I'm really curious to see who's going to be up at this particular hour. So first, we're going to talk about the growing support for the economists on the third stimulus checks. And you might be wondering, why are they going to do this, right? We're definitely going to cover that. And what do we know about certain economists' suggestions for monthly stimulus checks? Yep, you guys heard it exactly right. I said monthly stimulus checks. So, and of course, I talked about monthly stimulus checks in my previous video. So we're definitely going to be expanding on that in this particular video today. Now, we've got some good news and we've also got some great news. Now, for the good news, apparently Nancy Pelosi could see a new relief package happening. And believe it or not, she says that it could be happening as early as this week. And for our even greater news is that negotiations for the recently proposed $1.9 trillion stimulus package have already started. So I'll be sharing all the details on all of that later on. And like I said, this is a late one, so I'm going to keep this one short today. But my family and I, we were out traveling. In fact, we've been hanging out with Stephen Gardner and his family all day long. So drop me a comment down below, guys, if you guys know who Stephen Gardner is. And if you guys don't know who Stephen Gardner is, definitely check out his channel. But if you're new to this channel and you want to stay updated on everything that's going on from stimulus news to stimulus checks and related news, I highly recommend that you subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell. This way I can keep you guys posted whenever I upload new videos just like this one. And anyway, I don't want to make you guys wait any longer, so let's jump right into the content. It seems like every day more and more economists add to the list of supporters of Joe Biden's recently announced stimulus plan. Now, just recently, we heard that even former Trump economic advisor Kevin Hassett expressed his support for his recent relief package. He said that without additional stimulus, the economy could fall into a negative spiral. And now another economist also shares the same sentiment. You've got co-founder and co-chair of the Economic Security Project. Her name is Natalie Foster. She spoke her mind in a letter to Time magazine just yesterday. She starts off by saying that the hole that America faces is deep and it keeps getting deeper every day that COVID-19 cases mount and the economy struggles to restart, which is why Washington must think bigger for the recovery package. And how big of a recovery package was she talking about? She went on a little bit further and said that giving money to people is proven, it is fast, it is an equitable strategy to spur the economic recovery. And the truth is, we need recovering stimulus checks in addition to established progressive policies like unemployment insurance and the child tax credit, not to mention the earned income tax credit. All of these uplift all Americans, not just the privileged, especially communities of color, until the pandemic is over. So apparently she's urging the government to provide monthly stimulus checks until we reach a time when the pandemic is no longer causing us any suffering. Now, if you read her letter, you'd see that she mentioned several data points that shows that the crisis we're in right now is severe and it's getting worse. Families are experiencing economic hardships day after day, and it's obvious that she is seriously pushing for recurring stimulus checks. This is big, guys. She also cites data from research conducted by the Urban Institute, where it shows that one more $1,200 stimulus check could keep 8 million Americans out of poverty. Just one more $1,200 stimulus check, while two more stimulus checks could actually save 14 million people from falling into the same hole. 14 million people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people who no longer have to figure out, how they would get through the day. And I have to agree when she said, imagine what monthly stimulus checks could do for struggling American families. And I think it would make a whole lot of difference, especially to the lives of the American people. And now, if that's the data that we have, then what are we waiting for, right? We could broadly minimize the American struggle while reviving the economy at the same time. Both Democrats and Republicans can agree to this. Last I checked, that's exactly what we want, isn't it? But of course, Foster's proposal might sound practical, and let's just say it could be highly beneficial for both the country and the citizens. However, in the end, it's the people of Congress that would ultimately have the final say-so on this particular matter. Now, moving on, we have some updates from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and this could really mean something great for all of us. She says that the House of Representatives is currently working this week to finish a $1.9 trillion stimulus bill that would include a $1,400 direct payment, as well as enhanced unemployment insurance benefits that we've been waiting for, also aid for state and local governments. It's also going to include hundreds of billions of dollars to assist schools in reopening safely and to also boost the testing capacity as well as vaccine manufacturing and distribution. So, I gotta say that this bill is looking pretty fast track because we're hearing that it could be ready for a vote of the full House by as early as next week. You see, the House will come back on Thursday while the Senate will be returning on Monday next week. So everybody in Congress will be back by that time. And I just wish that this timeline would actually be followed, because the sooner that they can decide to sit down and vote on this disaster relief bill, the sooner we can expect to see some action. Now, it all sounds great, right? But well, I got more news for you guys. And this is an even greater one, right? So the same $1.9 trillion stimulus package has also been the topic of discussion between Congress and the White House, right? So in fact, a group of 16 senators led by Senator Susan Collins as well as Senator Joe Manchin held a Zoom call with President Biden's administration members just last Sunday. So yes, it is really happening, and the negotiations on this relief have already started. And according to the reports, it lasted for just a little over an hour and 15 minutes. You had Senator Jeanine Shaheen, who was also on the call. She said that participants agreed that the more targeted the aid is, the more effective it can be. And she might be right about this, guys. Now, what's great about this is that we're not just hearing our government talk about their plans of having concessions on package proposals. Now we're actually seeing them make actual moves on actually starting these negotiations. And what's more is that since passing a bill in Congress would most likely mean, it's going to require some bipartisan backing, they're now taking this into consideration with both parties trying to work with one another. And it's pretty refreshing to see this, actually. It's almost as if little by little, they're starting to fulfill President Biden's vision of unity. And as a matter of fact, you've got Senator Angus King also present on that Zoom call. He said, I think it's important to note that call happened, that this was a genuine open discussion between top White House staff and a dozen or so senators to try to establish how we move forward on a COVID relief package. And Senator Shaheen obviously agrees with him, saying that the meeting was about how we can work together to help the people of this country. And that's truly what we need from our government right now. We're experiencing a lot right now. The economy is down, businesses are closing, families are struggling to make it through each day. We all need a little bit of help right now. So I definitely look forward to seeing more efforts from both Congress, but this one is an undeniable great start. But that's all that I've got for you guys right now in this particular video. That's everything that we know so far. And if you made it to this point, I would totally appreciate it if you guys would give me a like on this video. I definitely put my heart and soul into it. As always, I always do my best to give you guys the most accurate stimulus check, stimulus package, and related news updates. So definitely subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so that you know as soon as I release new videos and content so that you can stay up to date. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.